EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New England Patriots. Here's Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Ready. Go to base. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hut. 51, Mike 57.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check. Check three. Jim.
They run again on first down. Peterson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Army. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
2nd down, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Get him. Shit. Okay. Hayward.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 40 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because when you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
All day. All day.
56 to Mike.
50.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Rolling to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, go 66.
Check 26. Check 26.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the slip.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Yo.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Haskins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Go. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike's 54. Watch the pass. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Put up.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. I'm coming, I'm coming. That's it.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. In the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, 66.
Mike, 55.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Sugar, sugar.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike.
Shadow.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, had held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters, and somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Check it, reload. Go.
56 from Mike, boy. 56. Check.
Hey, 66.
Here we go. Yeah.
Alert.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's got Sanu. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Wait, set. 53.
55. Hey.
On first down, Michelle. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Check it, reload.
On second and 11 now. Brady, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Let me go. Hey, let's go.
56. Mike's 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Wait, 28.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Patriots send out their punter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Hey, watch it. Hey. Orbit. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First and 10, it's Haskins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
They go play action with Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. A two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins, that's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Complete, Richardson has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they are going to take over. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Complete. It's Henry. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Well, that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So at playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. To throw is Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. We're scoreless after 1.
Get you, Gator.
55. Go, go, go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the... ...24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check. 55.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch the twist.
A toss play. This is Peterson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give to Peterson running right. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
Gain of 12. First down, Redskins.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, here's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kamale Correa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. Switch. Hustle. 3. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. Yeah. To Mike.
Right here.
He's checking. Crash.
Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's... to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really may be one completion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Richardson. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. The final shot before break. Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Suckup for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. That one good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
That's what I do. Mike, 55, right there.
Now Haskins to throw it, and that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check 13.
55 is my guy, 55. I'm going to run.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Got his man on the comebacker. That's Richardson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of him. Live to fight another down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville, it's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Steven Sims there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
14,
this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 33.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Come on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
On the ready. Check 55, Mike. Who that?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.